ITV, certainly the best.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to the AM News on Independent Television. My name is Evan Sunohogi. Nigeria's premier private university, Benedict University Okada, has inducted 64 newly qualified medical laboratory scientists, along with 4 inductees from Bensi Dausa University, Benin, at the 16th oath-taking and induction ceremony. Pius Nsowa reports that the induction lecture, which focused on the critical role of a medical laboratory scientist in the national health security, was delivered by Professor Charles Chinedu Onyenekwe.
The Registrar and CEO of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Dr. Donald Ofili, represented by Dr. Uchunu Gregory, administered the oath. In his address, the Vice Chancellor, IUO, Professor Lawrence Ezemoye, described medical laboratory scientists as torchbearers who guide the entire healthcare system.
I'm particularly delighted because God has been grateful to us as a university.
The Dean, School of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Spencer Nwago, expressed confidence that the inductees will continue to make the university proud. Meanwhile, the head of the Medical Laboratory Science Department, Dr. Daniel Ugbomoiku, highlighted IUO's consistent excellence since its first induction in 2010.
Our products are all over the world, and I'm also convinced that most of you will spread far and wide very soon. But when you do that, please remember this school.
A professor of chemical pathology at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Charles Onyenekwe, delivered the induction lecture titled National Health Security, the Critical Role of the Medical Laboratory Scientist.
There are stages of practice you have to follow, a mentorship you need to follow, so that you be properly guided and properly trained.
Akman Peace Jacob emerged as the overall best graduating student, with gifts and awards presented to several outstanding graduates.
I would say IUO is a great foundation for building excellent people that will go into the outside world to thrive.
Words cannot describe how I feel, but I'm very excited, I'm very happy.
It has been an amazing journey, but it ended in praise.
The ceremony underscored the indispensable role of medical laboratory scientists in Nigeria's healthcare system, with strong emphasis on their contribution to national health security and the search for medical solutions. From Benedict University, Okada, Pius Nsogo, ITV News.
The Managing Director of Independent Television and Radio, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, has urged winners of the 2025 Miss ITV and Radio Beauty Pageant competition to be exemplary ambassadors of the station in all their endeavors. Engineer Obaseki gave the advice on Monday when the new queens were formally presented to the management of the station by the chairman of the 2025 Miss ITV and Radio Pageantry Committee, Mr. Wilson Omasho. Jola Adeojo reports.
Presenting the winners of the 2025 ITV and Radio Beauty Pageant to management, Mr. Wilson Omasho, who is also the head of presentations, programs division, ITV and Radio, expressed appreciation to management for the support rendered in this year's edition.
I really thank you for the opportunity, the support that you've given to us to really host this year's edition of Miss ITV Beauty Pageant Nigeria.
The managing director of the station, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, congratulated the winners and all the contestants of 2025 Miss ITV and Radio Pageant, reminding them that each of them is a winner in their own right.
You were all winners. The fact that you made up your mind to be part of this means you know you have something to offer society.
See yourself as part of this family. Anything you know you can do
and you know that we can also do for you, we'll try and make it possible.
Addressing the Queens, Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Lady Celerina Ojomo, encouraged them to live life with confidence and carry themselves with dignity at all times.
Be confident when you speak. Let people hear you when you talk. And when you are pretending to be confident, you actually become that confident.
In an emotional speech, the 2025 Miss ITV and Radio Reigning Queen, Elvis Zakari Naomi, along with second runner-up Ms. Favor Omori, and other contestants, shared their experiences throughout the program.
Experience in camp was a good one. I learned a lot. It's something I'm very grateful for.
I have been in other pageants before, and I could say that this was a very interesting one and a very educational one.
Present at the visit were Executive Director Operations, Chief Elder Obede Onwumose, Director Independent Radio, Pastor Dr. Dan Omozusi, General Manager Group Commercial Services, Mrs. Odun Balogun, and other members of staff. From Benin, Jola Deojo, ITV News.
In the meantime, pupils of the Benediction Education Center Montessori Nursery School have brought the story of Christmas to life with heart-warming nativity play that thrilled parents, teachers, and invited guests. Patient Osalgiwa reports that events drew cheers and applause for the young performers who, in their innocence and excitement, reminded everyone of the true meaning of Christmas.
The Christmas nativity play staged on the school premises featured little angels, shepherds, wise men, and baby Jesus roles proudly performed by the nursery pupils who captivated the audience with songs including the 12 Days of Christmas, newscasting demonstrations, ballet, drama, and well-rehearsed choreography. The pupils, alongside their parents, also took turns in the 9 lessons and carols segment to the delight of guests. The Director of Administration, Benediction Education Center, Pastor Angela Benediction, said the nativity play aligns with the founder's vision of instilling the values of love, kindness, and sharing in the children virtues that Christmas represents.
Christmas time is a time for us to appreciate His love because He has sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to save us.
Welcoming parents and invited guests, the principal of Benediction Montessori Nursery School, Mrs. Ann Ape, explained that the school places great emphasis on qualitative education by exposing the children early to biblical stories and teachings.
This is a good day. We had different presentations ranging from news, speeches, drama, playlet, song. The children were so amazing. Want to thank our big daddy, the Esamar of Benin Kingdom, for this great platform he has given to us.
Parents who attended the event expressed delight at the confidence and creativity displayed by the children, describing the presentation as memorable and inspiring.
I must thank the Esamar of Benin for this great legacy. The children performed so maturely. It is only in places like in the UK and elsewhere you can find such a show of high intellectual capacity.
Our children are actually doing well. We parents, I bet you, we have no regrets of putting our child in IEC. They are doing their best. I was marveled. You see little children, how they present. Wow.
Jesus Christ was bettered at this very moment of the year. So the essence of the gathering has awakened us to Christmas.
The traditional nativity play featured carol renditions, dance performances, and gift sharing, adding to the festive atmosphere as the school winds down academic activities for the year. Patience Osalgiwa, ITV News.
The nation's youth corps members have been advised to take their service here seriously and also embark on community development service projects that can make people remember them. The NYSC coordinator at the state, Dr. Ben Uche Francis Ifoma, made the remark during the CDS of Kopa Ido Oluwatosin Timothy, who gave out a cash of 20,000 naira to 50 primary schools pupils to assist their education. Efosa Wangwe has the details.
The Community Development Service, popularly referred to as CDS, is one project serving youth corpers expected to carry out during the mandatory one-year program. However, some corps members embark on fiscal projects while a youth corper with registration number ED/24C/1654 decided to empower primary school pupils by doling out 1 million naira to some pupils of some primary schools in Okada and its environs in Ovia Northeast local government area of Edo State. The coordinator Edo NYSC, Dr. Ben Uche Francis Ifoma, commended the corper for the bold steps, stressing that it has again shown not the beauty of the service 1 year, but the importance of the scheme.
We are here to tell you that it's a whole new world. Let nobody say that it cannot achieve. Believe it that we are greater than the greatest.
Acting chairman of Ovia Northeast local government, who was represented by Honorable Faith Omoegi, appreciated the young couple for conceiving such innovation for the benefit of the primary school pupils. Also speaking, the State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, represented by Dr. Austin Isegbe, congratulated the couple for picking primary schools to be the beneficiaries.
Everyone, the organizer of the program, and the LYC guy. That this government activity or activities is going very pleased.
Some of the beneficiaries and their teachers thanked the youth corper for the gesture.
I want to sincerely appreciate the corper who initiated this grant of 1 million naira to the pupils of this environment.
The corper, Idu, gave an insight on why he actually embarked on the CDS.
I want you to know today that your dreams are not impossible. Education is the key that unlocks doors, open minds, and changes lives.
From Okada, Efosa Uwangwe, ITV News.
Following a series of strategic meetings with stakeholders over the past months, the Edo State Police Command has officially launched the Community Safety Partnership, an initiative aimed at strengthening collaboration between the police and host communities in the fight against the crime. The event held at the Victor Wifo Creative Hub on Airport Road in Benin City had in attendance the Governor of Edo State, Senator Mode Ukpebolo, the Commissioner of Police, Monde Agbanika, and other key stakeholders. Jola Adeojo reports.
On behalf of the Governor, I don't believe that I can say that this body stands inaugurated.
The Community Safety Partnership for Edo State was inaugurated by Governor Monde Ukpebolo, who was represented by the Commissioner for Public Safety and Security, Right Honorable Festus Ebea.
The government is willing to partner every sincere persons and bodies, organizations who are charged with the responsibility of ensuring a safe and enduring Edo State.
Addressing the gathering, the Commissioner of Police in Edo State, Monde Agbanika, described the Police Community Safety Partnership as a strategic platform designed to rebuild trust and deepen community involvement in policing.
Edo State will experience a reduction in crime, and we will also present a formidable front to the criminals.
Chairman of the Community Safety Partnership for Edo State, Reverend Dr. Isaac Oshobuge, said the initiative will tackle long-standing issues of insecurity.
We will listen, we will hold ourselves and our stakeholders to high standard of accountability.
Further remarks were delivered by the Chief Imam of Benin, Sheikh Abdul Fatai Enabulele, and the Khan Director of Youth, Women and Education, Reverend Philip Aroje. From Benin, Jola Adeojo, ITV News.
Gratitude has been described as a Christian virtue that secures future possibilities. This formed the thrust of the exhortation during the annual Has-Best Thanksgiving service of God's Greater Grace Miracle Church in Benin City. Ofuria Neto reports.
It was a joyful atmosphere at God's Greater Grace Miracle Church as members and guests converged to thank God for His faithfulness. Senior pastor of the church, Apostle Nathaniel Indehen, urged believers in Christ to maintain a lifestyle of gratitude, pointing out that every gathering of the church is an opportunity to give thanks. He said the Thanksgiving titled Exceeding Grace was designed for worshippers to encounter God's extraordinary favor.
What is in this world that we are dying for? The entire world is not what an exchange of our soul. If the reason why you go to church, the reason why you do business is not for the name of the Lord to be glorified, you have missed it. Please lift up your hands and say, Father, I will not miss heaven.
Guest minister Apostle Destiny Simeme, speaking on the virtues of gratitude, said one true mark of a believer is the ability to give thanks, stressing that an honest heart can always find 1,001 reasons to appreciate God.
It is not just to thank God that provokes the blessing. It is thanking God well that provokes the blessing.
Some members also shared the joy for the harvest.
We are thanking God because He's faithful and He's so marvelous to us.
Today, if we look around, we can see a huge turnaround and a big difference. It's an evidence that the Lord is good.
It hasn't been easy. Despite the problems, the challenges in the country, God has kept us alive as a group, as a family, and as a church. So we have come to give all the glory and praise to Him.
I am overwhelmed since Pastor Nat came to this environment. The impact he has made is tremendous.
The service featured Bible recitation, dance presentations, testimonies, choir ministrations, and thanksgiving by family members. From Benin, Ofuri and Neto, ITV News.
The need for NYSC members to give their best for the benefits of the country has been emphasized by Lagos State government. Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the official closing ceremony of the 2025 Batch C orientation course at Iyanokpaja called on the core members to put the state and nation first in all they do throughout their service year. Agboje Korea has the details.
Inspection of Guard of Honor by corps members from the 2025 Batch C Corps by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by the State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogulende. After the inspection of corps members was a march-past parade. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, while commending the corps members for a successful orientation course, called on the corps members to put their skills into use for the development of the state.
The trainings, the character-shaping drills, and exposure you have received during these past 3 weeks will serve you well, not only throughout your service year, but in every stage of your personal and professional lives. As you proceed to your respective places of primary assignment, I urge you to see each posting as an opportunity to meaningfully contribute to the social, economic, and political development of Lagos State.
In a message to the corps members, Lagos State NYSC Coordinator Christiana Samwang appealed to the corps members to adhere strictly to NYSC rules and regulations, that those who flout the bylaw of the scheme will face disciplinary measures. She advised the corps members to avoid traveling without permission and avoid traveling at night when necessary.
I enjoin you to rise above tribal, religious, and cultural differences. Be your brother's keeper. Allow team spirit to guide your actions and support one another. Represent your families and the scheme with honor and excellence.
Corps members and camp officials who distinguished themselves during the 3 weeks orientation were honored, while a corps member that renovated a depleted residence for corps members was presented with check. From Lagos, Agboje Korea, ITV News.
Away from that now, the need for local government administrators within Esa lands to establish a commission that would develop a unified and standardized Esa language for teaching in schools has been emphasized. The recommendation was made at the official launch of 2 Esan language books written by Chief Barrister Michael Anyavo Inegbedion in Ekpoma, headquarters of Esan West local government area of Edo State. Edo Central correspondent Chris Omiji has the details.
Reviewing the books titled Selected Proverbs from the Esan Book of Wisdom and Selected Esan Names and what they stand for in Esan language and culture, Barrister Ehime Odama noted that the work filled a long-standing gap, helping Esan people choose names that reflect their heritage, identity, and cultural values.
You might not discover that certain things will refer to in a specific word in English, maybe the number. It may not be so one, but there is what we call general Asian language. Name giving is culture.
The author, Chief Michael Inegbedion, explained that the books aim to unify the variation that exists in the Esan language and in the naming system across different communities.
I was born into a traditional family. I've been sitting in the Royal Palace as a member of the Traditional Council for the past 35 years. So I started this one from the family. I wanted to leave some names for them for the future. And from there, the book developed. So that was the motivation.
Some guests, including the Onoji of Ogwa, His Royal Highness Victor Ehizoje, commended Chief Inegbedion for his commitment to preserving the Esan language and preventing its gradual extinction.
He is an engineer and a lawyer, and he's very versed in customs. He has been able to put this down. I think he's worthy of commendation.
Thank God for the wisdom given to the writer of this book today. It's an eye-opener. So I will wish everyone to have it.
Chief Michael Inegbedion is a lawyer and a traditional palace chief with extensive knowledge of Esan culture and traditions. In Ekpoma, Chris Omije, ITV News.
Benin High Court has given judgments in favor of Dr. Mike Asemuta in a parcel of land measuring 350 feet by 700 feet located at Prince Chaka Momodu Street, Ogiso Quarters in Benin City. The chief bailiff of the court, Osa Zeme Osadolo, the claimant's lawyer, Barrister Clayton Ubebo, and policemen were on the ground for possession of the property. Waletina Kodeja has the details.
Residents of Prince Chaka Momodu Street, Ogiso Quarters off Murtala Mohammed Way in Benin City woke up to a rude shock following the sudden emergence of policemen and court officials in compliance with the court judgment on the parcels of land where structures have been built on. Commenting on the judgment, Chief Bailiff of the court, Mr. Usaseme Usadolo, said his duty was to execute the court judgment on dispute number B/22/7.
So I have successfully enforced the judgment and I have handed over possession to the rightful owner, which is Dr. Mike E. Asemuta. He is the judgment creditor in this matter. It's a matter in which was instituted in the year 2007 between Dr. Mike E. Asemuta and Barrister Jacob.
Counsel to the claimant, Barrister Clayton Ubebo, bemoaned the ignorance displayed by some tenants and illegal occupiers of the property, saying that his client, Dr. Mike Asemuta, won the case at the State High Court and the Appeal Court.
Judgment was given in his favor, and the defendants went to Court of Appeal to appeal the judgment. And the Court of Appeal Benin Division also further affirmed the judgment of the lower court. Hence, this execution is being carried out today in conjunction with the bailiff of court and sheriff officers.
A family member of the claimant, Raphael Orosaye, said the trespassed land is 350 feet by 700 feet and thanked the judiciary for rescuing them.
We are happy too that Dr. Asemuta is the rightful owner of this land. The case was in court, it was executed, and they gave a judgment that he should take full possession of the land.
The case between Dr. Mike Asemuta as claimant and Barrister Jacob and others started several years ago. From Benin, Wellington, Akodeja, ITV News.
You're still watching the AM News on Independent Television. When we return, more stories ahead. Please stay tuned. sports news now. Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah has been left out of the squad for the Reds Champions League match at Inter Milan. The club have decided to remove Salah from a selection for a short period after he gave an explosive interview on Saturday. And with that, now we're in the news this morning. Thanking you for watching. My name is Evan Sunohugi. A very good morning to you.
TV, certainly the best.